He couldn't even wash his hands without having to nearly blow his back out.
Everything is too small.
So Sultan took us to see how he actually showers. Why are we outside?
I shower at pool.
Oh.
Let's all jump in together.
Yeah! What are you doing? Sultan! I hate you! Whoa! What are you doing? Sultan! I hate you! Whoa!
You crazy?
After seeing how big of a tub Sultan would need just to shower, we wanted to see how his size compared to some of our other things, like my king-size bed. This is one of the largest beds you can buy. And as you can see, this is a children's bed for him. Unlike the average person who stops growing taller at around 16 years old, Sultan didn't stop growing until he was 30. Do you also have a PS5?
No, too small.
Can't even play video games. On top of being the tallest man in the world out of 7 billion people, Sultan also holds 2 other world records.
I also have the world's biggest hands.
What? They're twice as big as mine!
And the world's biggest feet.
You know what they say about people with big feet?
Anyways, does that also mean you're strong?
Yes, I'm very strong.
So we challenge him.
And the world's biggest feet.
You know what they say about people with big...
Sultan also holds 2 other world records.
I also have the world's biggest hands.
What? They're twice as big as mine!
And the world's biggest feet.
You know what they say about people with big feet?
Anyways, does that also mean you're strong?
Yes, I'm very strong.
So we challenged him to an arm wrestle.
I'll do one finger.
2 versus 1? Oh my god! Dude, he's got some strength in that finger. 1, 2, 3. After getting completely embarrassed by Sultan in an arm wrestle, I had to get my revenge by attempting the impossible, beating the world's tallest man at the Sticky Note Challenge. Both height and athleticism are key in this game, so even though Sultan has a huge height advantage, I have way more mobility. Alright Sultan, whoever stops the Sticky Note the highest wins.
Good luck beating this.
You know it now. 3. Let him cook. 2. Let him cook now. 1. Sultan's height may have helped him win the Sticky Note Challenge, but let's see if the world's tallest man can fit in a car. Do you like this car?
Yeah, beautiful.
Sultan's height may have helped him win the Sticky Note Challenge, but let's see if the world's tallest man can fit in a car. Do you like this car?
Yeah, beautiful.
Do you want to get in? He's stupid. Can he fit in here? Back in Turkey, Sultan has a special van he gets driven around in because he can't fit in most cars like the average person. Most cars are only 4.5 feet tall, and Sultan is over 6 feet tall, sitting down. So our Honda was way too small. He's literally bigger than the car. Luckily, we have a roofless Lamborghini, so theoretically, there is no height limit if he can manage to get inside of it. Okay. Whoa. Wow, no. Insane. Wow. Okay. Sultan may have managed to squeeze into our Lamborghini, but he was definitely not comfortable, so we rushed over to our next activity, basketball. Alan already got a taste of Sultan's ball handling skills earlier, but we wanted to see how Sultan sizes up against real basketball players. The average basketball player in the NBA is 6'6", so at 8'3", Sultan has a huge height advantage. So we suited up ball players. Over to our next So we rushed over to our next activity, basketball. Alan already got a taste of Sultan's ball handling skills earlier, but we wanted to see how Sultan sizes up against real basketball players. The average basketball player in the NBA is 6'6", so at 8'3", Sultan has a huge height advantage. So we suited up in basketball jerseys, but we could have average basketball player in the NBA is 6'6". So at 8'3", Sultan has a huge height advantage. So we suited up in basketball jerseys, but we couldn't find one in Sultan's size. Luckily, Tanner had an extra. Let's jump ball. Ready?
LeBron James.
Sultan may not be super mobile, but he was literally impossible to defend against. And on defense, nobody could score against him.
You're crazy.
But then, the opposing team managed to score a basket on him. Even though Sultan's height gives him a huge advantage, his knees make him practically immobile, but he wasn't going to give up that easy. At the end of the game, Sultan may not be super mobile, but he was literally impossible to defend against. And on defense, nobody could score against him.
You're crazy.
But then, the opposing team managed to score a basket on him. Even though Sultan's height gives him a huge advantage, his knees make him practically immobile, but he wasn't going to give up that easy. At the end of the game, the opposing team only managed to score one basket against us. But Sultan still had one more ball game to play. Even though Sultan couldn't run around as much as the rest of us, he still burns an insane amount of calories compared to the average person. So we wanted to see how many calories does the world's tallest man need in a day to survive. So here's how much an average person eats in a day. 2,000 calories, and this is how much GLT eats in a day. And Sultan eats this much. That's right. Sultan eats 4 times as much as the average person, and 27 times as much as GLT. Tanner eats 5 times as much as Sultan, and Bach eats...
Everybody come out and eat.
Finally, some food!
You're from Turkey, right? Yeah, Turkey.
I have something for you. Here's a present. Turkey!
Whoa.
Turkey, because turkey!
Turkey! I'm very, very hungry.
Hey, that's him right there. He loves eating too. He can eat all of this by himself.
I can eat the whole thing, just eat.
Whole thing.
Easy.
Because you eat a lot. How big is your poop?
You crazy. Get out of here.
I just want to go out.
So I know you have 3 world records. What world record do you want to see us break inside this video?
I want this to be the most viewed YouTube video ever.